After 60, the things that matter most aren't always the things money can buy. When we're younger, it's easy to believe that success is measured by a bigger house, a nicer car, or a growing bank account. We spent decades chasing goals, building careers, raising families, and planning for the future. But something interesting happens as we get older. Our priorities begin to change. The things that once seemed so important slowly lose their appeal, while the simple things become priceless. A peaceful morning, good health, close friend to talk to, the ability to walk without pain, the freedom to make your own choices. Many retirees say they wish they had realized this much earlier. Because after 60, living well isn't about having everything. It's about protecting the things that truly matter. Today, we're counting down 10 essential things you simply can't live without after 60. These aren't luxury items or expensive purchases. They're the foundations of a healthier, happier, and more independent life.
Let's begin with number 10, a reliable daily routine. Retirement gives you something many people dream about for years: time. But without some kind of routine, all that free time can quickly turn into days that feel unorganized and unproductive. Many retirees discover that when every day feels like Saturday, it's surprisingly easy to lose track of time. You sleep later, skip breakfast, watch television for hours, put off important tasks until tomorrow. Before long, the days begin blending together. That's why having a simple daily routine is so important. It doesn't need to be strict or complicated. Wake up around the same time, take a morning walk, read for a few minutes, call a friend, prepare healthy meals, spend time on a hobby. Small routines create structure, and structure creates stability. Research has consistently shown that routines can improve both physical and mental well-being by reducing stress and encouraging healthy habits. The goal isn't to fill every minute, it's to give your days purpose. Now let's move to number 9. Comfortable, supportive shoes. It may seem like an ordinary item, but many older adults don't realize how much their shoes affect their quality of life. After 60, every step matters. Good shoes do much more than keep your feet comfortable. They support your balance, reduce pressure on your joints, help prevent falls, and make everyday activities much easier. Think about how often you walk through the grocery store, around your neighborhood, or simply around your home. If your shoes don't support you properly, your knees, hips, and back often pay the price. Some people continue wearing old shoes simply because they still look fine. But over time, cushioning wears down, even if the outside appears to be in good condition. Replacing worn-out shoes isn't an unnecessary expense. It's an investment in your mobility. And mobility is one of the greatest forms of independence you can have after 60. Now let's move to number 8, a strong emergency fund. Life has a way of surprising us. The car suddenly needs repairs. The air conditioner stops working in the middle of summer. A medical bill arrives that wasn't expected. Or a family emergency requires immediate travel. These situations become much less stressful when you have money set aside specifically for the unexpected. An emergency fund isn't about expecting bad things to happen. It's about knowing you can handle them if they do. That peace of mind is incredibly valuable during retirement. Without savings for emergencies, many people are forced to rely on credit cards or loans, creating financial stress that can take years to overcome. Even a modest emergency fund can make a huge difference. It allows you to solve problems without panic, and perhaps even more importantly, it helps you sleep better at night. Financial security isn't always about having millions of dollars. Sometimes it's simply knowing that an unexpected expense won't completely disrupt your life. Now let's move to number 7, regular physical activity. Many people think exercise is about looking younger. After 60, it becomes something much more important. It's about staying independent, being able to climb stairs without assistance, carry groceries, play with grandchildren, travel comfortably, get out of a chair without difficulty. These everyday activities depend on maintaining strength, balance, and flexibility. The good news is that you don't have to become a marathon runner. Even simple activities like walking, swimming, gentle stretching, gardening, or light strength training can provide tremendous benefits. Regular movement helps maintain muscle, improves balance, strengthens the heart, supports healthy bones, and even boosts memory and mood. Many retirees say they feel years younger simply because they made movement part of their daily routine. The hardest part is usually getting started, but once exercise becomes a habit, it often becomes one of the best parts of the day. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is consistency.
Now let's move to number 6. Close friendships. One of the greatest surprises of getting older is realizing that friendships become even more valuable. As careers end and children build lives of their own, daily social interaction often becomes less frequent. That's why meaningful friendships become so important. A trusted friend gives you someone to laugh with, someone to share good news with, someone to lean on during difficult times, and someone who reminds you that you're never facing life completely alone. Friendships don't have to involve large groups or constant social events. Sometimes 1 or 2 genuine friends are enough to completely change your quality of life. They encourage you to stay active. They give you reasons to leave the house. They help reduce feelings of loneliness and isolation. Most importantly, they remind you that strong human connection remains essential at every stage of life. Now let's move to number 5. A safe, easy-to-maintain home. As we get older, our homes begin to affect our daily lives more than we realize. A house that once felt perfect can slowly become more difficult to manage. Maybe there are too many stairs. Maybe the yard requires more work than you want to do. Maybe every room is filled with things you no longer use. The goal after 60 isn't necessarily to have a bigger home. It's to have a home that works for you instead of against you. That means keeping walkways clear, improving lighting, removing tripping hazards, and making everyday tasks easier. It also means simplifying where possible. A home that is clean, organized, and easy to maintain gives you more freedom and less stress. Instead of spending your weekends fixing problems or cleaning rooms you rarely use, you can spend your time doing things that actually bring you joy. Your home should feel like a place of comfort, not another full-time job. Making small changes today can help you stay independent for many years to come.
Now let's move to number 4. A healthy diet. As the saying goes, you are what you eat. After 60, that statement becomes even more important. The food you choose affects your energy, your immune system, your heart, your bones, and even your memory. Many people think eating healthy means giving up all the foods they enjoy. It doesn't. It's about making better choices more often, adding more fruits and vegetables, choosing lean sources of protein, eating whole grains, drinking enough water, and limiting highly processed foods that offer very little nutrition. A healthy diet doesn't just help you live longer, it helps you live better. It gives you the energy to stay active. It helps your body recover more quickly. It supports a healthy weight and can lower the risk of many chronic conditions. One healthy meal won't change your life overnight, but years of healthier choices can. Think of every meal as another opportunity to take care of the person you'll be tomorrow. Now let's move to number 3, financial flexibility. Retirement isn't about never spending money. It's about having choices. Financial flexibility means you aren't constantly worrying about every unexpected bill. It means you're living within your means while still having room to enjoy life. This doesn't require being wealthy. Many retirees with modest incomes live comfortably because they've learned how to budget wisely and avoid unnecessary debt. They know where their money is going. They save before they spend, and they focus on needs before wants. Financial flexibility also resisting the pressure to keep up with other people. Not every new car needs to be yours. Not every vacation has to be expensive. Not every purchase improves your happiness. The more control you have over your money, the more control you have over your future. Money should give you peace, not constant stress. And that peace often comes from good habits rather than a high income. Now, let's move to number 2. A sense of purpose. One of the biggest adjustments many people face after retirement isn't financial, it's emotional. For decades, work gave structure to life. It gave people goals, responsibilities, and a reason to get out of bed every morning. When that chapter ends, it's easy to feel like something is missing. That's why purpose becomes so important. Purpose doesn't have to come from a paycheck. It can come from volunteering in your community, helping your family, learning a new skill, taking care of a garden, mentoring someone younger, joining a club, writing, painting, traveling, or simply becoming the person others can always depend on. Having something meaningful to look forward to each day improves motivation, mental health, and overall happiness. It reminds you that retirement isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a chapter where you finally have more freedom to spend your time on what truly matters. And finally, we've reached number 1, good health. If there's one thing almost every older adult wishes they had protected more carefully, it's their health. Because without it, everything else becomes more difficult. You can have a beautiful home, a comfortable retirement, money in the bank, a long bucket list. But if you're constantly struggling with preventable health problems, it's much harder to enjoy any of those things. Good health is the foundation that supports every other part of your life. It allows you to travel, spend time with family, remain independent, enjoy hobbies, walk without fear, sleep peacefully, and continue making memories with the people you love. The good news is that protecting your health doesn't always require dramatic changes. Small daily habits often make the biggest difference. Moving your body, eating nutritious foods, getting enough sleep, managing stress, keeping regular medical appointments, and listening to your body when something doesn't feel right. No one can stop the aging process, but we can all make choices that help us age stronger, healthier, and with greater confidence. The richest retirees aren't always those with the most money. They're often the ones who protect these essentials. Because real wealth after 60 isn't measured only by your bank account. It's measured by your independence, your relationships, your peace of mind, your ability to enjoy each new day, and your health. If you focus on protecting these essentials, you'll give yourself the best chance to enjoy a retirement filled with purpose, freedom, and lasting happiness. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more retirement tips, healthy aging advice, and practical financial wisdom. And before you go, tell us in the comments, which of these 10 essentials do you believe is the most important after 60? Or is there another one you would add to the list? We'd love to hear your thoughts.